Hey, good Monday afternoon, everybody. So today is July 22nd, I believe. So I wanted to do another Uber Chronicle or an Uber update. I don't know what the technical term should be, but I went out and I Ubered today. I was gone about 4 hours. My app shows that I was on the air for 3 hours and 34 minutes. I did take a break to get some coffee about halfway through the 4 hours and use the restroom. Um, but I wanted to tell you, you probably know I'm not a huge Uber fan, even though I've driven for them for a while. Um, they changed the app yet again. So now they got rid of what was called the coffee break. So if I was driving and I'd been driving for a couple hours and I needed to take a coffee break, there was a little coffee cup on the app. And if I was taking someone to their destination and I pushed the coffee cup, it would say, as soon as you drop Stephen or Billy or Susie off, you will be, go on a break. And then I could find the closest rest area or I could find the closest coffee place or whatever. So they got rid of that. So in their infinite wisdom, they said, well, now you can just go off the air. Okay, well, if you go off duty, then you're out of the queue. Okay. So, prime example, when you're on the air and you get sent a call, normally if you stay on the air, they will send you your next call even before you drop off this person. Okay. So you're on route, boom. Would you be willing to take this next one that's a 10-minute away pickup or 12-minute or 16 minutes away or whatever? You can accept or decline. So you're in the queue and they've got you just going call to call to call to call. When you go off duty, you're out. So the coffee cup kept you in the queue. You just weren't receiving fares. You were on duty. You could see if there was, say, surges in the area. You could see what was going on. Basically, if you needed to drive a block to get into a $5 surge and you were in a no surge area here, drive over a block. Now you can still see the surges, but you are as if you've never been on the air. You went off the air. So today, after about 2 hours, I needed to use the restroom and grab another cup of coffee. So as I was taking someone to drop them off, I went off duty. And so it's kind of similar where it says, okay, after you drop off this person, we will be off the air. We're going to pause, but they're not pausing all of your calls. You're off the air. So I'm sorry, keep getting texts. So I did that and I made the delivery and then I went and got coffee, went to the restroom, did my stuff, and then I came back and then I had to go back on the air. Now, thankfully, it was a busy day, but my trips were long. I mean, sometimes I had to drive 15 to 20 minutes to pick up my ride. That's a long time. I mean, it wasn't a tenth of a mile away or half a mile away or a mile. I mean, some of these were a long ways. So to break down what I did today, I took 8 successful trips in what they're saying is 3 hours and 34 minutes of on air time. I drove 123 miles. Okay. And my income for today was $83.98. Obviously less than $1 a mile, which is not good, not great. But for me, thankfully, I'm driving an electric vehicle, which is more efficient than a gas car or what have you. I was averaging, I think when I parked, I was averaging right at 5 miles per kilowatt. So 5.0, I believe it was when I parked. So I'm averaging really, really well. Okay. I probably, and I didn't even look at it and see how many kilowatts of energy I had used. I didn't have a full charge when I took off. I haven't charged in the last couple of days. So if I had to guess, purely speculation, I may have used $1 in electricity today. Maybe $2. Let's just go out and say $2 worth of electricity I used today. So not really expensive. If I would have been driving, say, my Prius, I would have used 2.5 gallons of gas. So I probably would have used, I don't know, $9 worth of gas, probably maybe $8 worth of gas. And that gives you the ballpark figure. If I would have used $8 worth of gas, and I would say probably $2 of electricity today. So 25% of the amount. So as I always call them, the Uber downgrade, every time they send an email out like, look what we've done for Uber, it's like, I can't even imagine what you've done. Every time it seems to be more of a, look what we've done. Yeah, yeah. And then when they ask, please let us know how you enjoy driving for Uber. I used to tell them, but nobody reads that. They don't want criticism. They don't want feedback. They do not want, as I have said since the beginning, the drivers and their vehicles and their wear and tear and their gas make Uber billions of dollars. Okay. They are the most important cog in the whole thing, but that's not how Uber looks at it at all. So, again, I don't need the money. It's a part-time job for me. I do it because the convenience is there. That is the most convenient when I can go on the air when I haven't worked for almost a month. We took a vacation. I have been busy with grandkids. I've been busy with my daughters and we've been very busy. That is awesome. Okay. I'm not here to just criticize Uber 100%. Okay. That is awesome. If you look at it the way today I averaged about 23. Is that what it was? I didn't do the average. $23 an hour, something like that, gross. But excuse me. Excuse me. But a little bit of wear and tear on the car. I drove 123 miles today. It is what it is. And that saying, my wife and I all the time, we're like, oh, we hate that saying. But that's what it is. On the positive side, I took the 2023 Chevrolet Bolt. That is my Uber vehicle. I think I was over 37,400 and some miles I have on it now. It runs like a brand new car. And several people in the car today did not know it was an electric car. One couple, my last trip, they were like, we've heard a lot about electric cars. Are they fast? Yes. They asked me numerous questions on the way to the drop-off point. But they were very impressed, as I still am. Again, what is it? 16 months I've had the car. So, but I just wanted to touch base and do this little Uber update. I haven't done one in like 6 months. I wasn't getting a great feedback before, if people even wanted to know what type I was doing on a day. But I thought I'd do another one. Let me know if you have any issues, if you're an Uber driver. I picked up a guy today who, one of my trips, he's been doing Uber part-time and he's not real impressed. He's from Missouri, but he was up here for something, delivering a car, and he's not overly happy with Uber either. And he was doing Uber Eats for a while, but it didn't pay worth anything. So he's like, I just shut off Uber Eats. and I just do Uber driver. But again, he said the same thing. He's like, I don't know where I'm going. They don't give you any advance notice. I'm not going to work 60 hours a week for 3 months to try to move to the next level. There's really very small advantages for part-time drivers. And like he said, maybe they just got so many drivers, they don't care. They don't care about, it's like, you quit, who cares? We've got 4 more guys that's willing to fill in for a couple weeks. And then they'll quit. And then we'll get another couple for, it's like, so the people they should be taking care of, they didn't call me and ask, but the drivers, those are the people that they should be taking care of, who drive their own vehicles and their own gas and their own insurance and everything else. But it is what it is. If it gets too bad, I won't do it. And I only do it when I pick and choose as I want to do it. Okay? So for me, that's what I do. Okay? All right. Stay safe and God bless.